Hey, my name is Alex Gilbert. I'm a reporter at the Defiant, and for this week's Quick Take, we're going to be talking about MEV, flashbots, and censorship on Ethereum. Censorship. It's crypto's four-letter word. It's what keeps fans of blockchain technology awake at night, but it's happening on Ethereum. According to data released recently, more than half of the blocks on Ethereum appear to be excluding transactions from wallets sanctioned by US regulators, according to data from MEV Watch. Now, this matters because public blockchains like Ethereum are supposed to be permissionless, open to anyone, anywhere in the world. Decentralized networks are supposed to be the solution to state and corporate censorship, but that can't be the case when certain transactions are being excluded in order to comply with US regulations. How did we get here? This started 2 months ago when the US Treasury decided to add blockchain privacy tool Tornado Cash to its Office of Foreign Asset Control's specially designated nationals list. What that meant was that US companies and people were forbidden from interacting with any wallet that had ever interacted with Tornado Cash, a list that excluded thousands of people, entities, organizations. Now, a quick reminder on Tornado Cash, this is software that creates privacy in a blockchain by severing the link between a sender and its recipient. It's popular with people who want to preserve privacy on blockchains, which are completely public ledgers, but it's also been proven popular with hackers, and the US specifically cited its use by North Korean hackers who were trying to launder crypto using the technology. In the wake of the Tornado Cash sanctions, several decentralized finance applications such as Aave, Uniswap, and Balancer essentially banned certain users from accessing their apps through their front-end interface. And Censored, the company behind the centralized stablecoin USDC, blacklisted 38 wallet addresses containing about $75,000 worth of USDC, essentially freezing it, making it worthless to the people who held it. Perhaps most notably for this story, Flashbots, the leading team researching maximal extractable value, or MEV, said that it would comply with the regulations. Now, this is important because 58% of the validators producing the blocks on Ethereum are using Flashbots to juice their yields for staking on Ethereum. This can get a little complicated, but let me break it down for you. Blockchains are chains made of blocks. Blocks are made of transactions. Transactions are confirmed by a distributed network of players called validators. This means that validators get a first-hand look at all of the transactions sent to the network. This privileged position can be profitable, allowing validators to use arbitrage strategies to extract profit for themselves. This practice is called maximal extractable value. Flashbots provide software and tools that allow validators to participate in MEV extraction and share those profits across the Ethereum network. On September 20th, Hasu, Flashbot's strategy lead, shared data showing that validators who use their MEV Boost software are enjoying yields 135% greater than competitors who aren't. Put simply, Flashbots complies with OFAC sanctions. Validators use Flashbot software. This means that most validators are censoring transactions in order to comply with US regulations. BitRefill allows you to shop online and physically without banks, converting your crypto into merchant balance directly without any sign-up. It offers more than 5,000 gift card options in more than 180 countries, and in the USA, you can now pay your bills like your mortgage or credit card. Creating a BitRefill account is not required, but it only takes 1 minute, and you can get 1% back in rewards. Martin Kopelman, the co-founder of Gnosis, called this statistic last week a sad milestone in censorship. He added that if the censoring validators were to stop attesting to the blocks produced by the non-censoring validators, that they, the censoring validators, would become the canonical chain, the one true Ethereum blockchain. Kopelman said that members of the Flashbots team had privately told him that they were committed to doing something about censorship on Ethereum, and he implored them to act. If not now, when? He asked on Twitter. Yet other Ethereum proponents argue that censorship, MEV, all of that stuff is more complicated than some of the data suggest. Basile Sportif, the founder of Akbar Network, said that concerns about a fork in the Ethereum chain are unfounded. He noted that validators that comply with US regulations continue to build on top of the blocks that contain transactions from sanctioned wallets. This means that every transaction, even if it comes from a sanctioned wallet, is added to the blockchain and considered valid. Also, validators using Flashbot's MEV Boost software can opt to use different transaction relayers. That's because transactions from sanctioned addresses are only censored if the validator opts to use Flashbot's default relayer service. Flashbots open sourced the code for its relayer in August, one day after it confirmed that it would comply with US sanctions. Now, for those who don't know, A relayer is a kind of middleman who checks transactions for spam and validity before passing them along to the validator. Validators can choose not to use Flashbot's MEV boost, but will they give up that juicy yield in exchange for a truly permissionless blockchain? It seems like the solution would be for there to be greater competition among relayer services so that validators could still enjoy the profits that they do now while using another service to produce blocks in a truly permissionless way. But what incentive will validators have when they can just use Flashbot's software today for free? This is a huge problem that lies at the core of Ethereum and crypto values more generally, and there doesn't seem to be an easy fix. What do you think we should do?